Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you guys watching. I really missed you. I missed every single one of you. I missed making these videos. I missed having conversations with you guys. I missed it all. So I'm glad to be back. I'll give you guys a little update. I'm currently in Poland in a little cute town called Biała Podlaska. It's where my baby girl Miranda grew up. And it's a really cute town. It's just a cute little quiet town. We have forests all around us, and you can see the sky is very clear. You can see the clouds very clear. There's no industry here, no plants, nothing like that. Really quiet, really cute town. I really love it. And I have the pleasure to be with my baby girl Miranda in her mother's house. This is her mother's house. They have a little cute house here. There's nobody here, so it's just me and Miranda. And this is grandma's house right here. And we have a really beautiful garden. And it was grandma's birthday yesterday, and we took her out to a restaurant, and it was really beautiful. So we're having a good time here. It's all beautiful. It's all perfect. And due to the nature of the town, due to the nature, the garden, we have literally surrounded by forest. 30-second walk, we're inside a forest. We have been connecting back to nature. We've been really connecting back to nature. In my case, I have been in a city, Tbilisi, quite polluted, in the center for the last 2 months before coming to Poland. It's the same thing with Miranda also. She's also been in a city, working, and for us, it was really beautiful to connect to nature again, to be in this town, and we do plan on being here until maybe October. Until it starts to get cold, then maybe at that time we'll see, but maybe it will be time for the tropics. Anyway, we had a really beautiful experience yesterday, and I do want to talk about it, and I do want to talk about, I guess, some of the things you learn from it. So we have this really beautiful garden here, as you see, and right there is, we can make a bonfire. So for 2 nights in a row now, we made a bonfire there right after sunset. The first night was clear skies, clear stars. You could see many stars, really beautiful. Last night, we wanted it to be the same, right? We wanted it to be clear skies and stars and, quiet and no wind, and that didn't turn out to be the case. It was rainy, and it rained quite hard. But we still had the bonfire going. We still kept it going despite the rain. And it's very difficult to explain the experience, okay? It really is. I don't really know how to explain the experience to you guys. It's one of those things, the Tao that can be spoken is not the true Tao. And when you do experience the Tao in its fullness, it's really difficult to explain the experience. So I'll quickly walk you through it, and then I'd like to talk about something here at the end of it. So we started off after sunset. We went to the forest, grabbed some sticks so we could make the fire. We got the sticks, we walked back, and grandma beat us to the punch. She cut the sticks and she put them in the fire, and she basically prepared it, and so we got the blankets, some drinks, some food, and we were getting ready. We were hoping that it wasn't going to be cloudy, that it was going to be clear skies so we could stargaze and we could, gaze at the bonfire. But that didn't turn out to be the case, because it started to rain, and we tried to do a little weather shamanism where we tried to not make it rain. And it's funny because the more we did that, the more it rained. So that was really funny. But we surrendered to the experience, and we got up and we danced in the rain. Miranda did her dance, and I was doing my shaking and stuff like that, and we really connected to the elements. We're really connected to the 4 elements because we had the fire running, that's the fire element. We had the water, it was raining. We had our feet barefoot to the earth, grounded to the earth, and then there was the air element because it was windy as it was raining. And we were in those moments in full harmony with the Tao, in the presence of the Tao, feeling an incredible energy, feeling an incredible energy field all around. And we started to kiss and dance, and then we did some humming together. All in the meanwhile, it was still raining, and we just put a little bit of petrol on the fire to keep the fire going. We were soaked with water, drenched with water, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. We surrendered to the moment. We wanted it to be a certain way. We wanted it to be clear skies. We didn't want any interruptions to the fire. We got a nice fire going yesterday because we were having difficulties the day before, but it rained. Now, this is interesting because if we resisted the moment, we resisted the flow of the Tao in that moment and complained and said, oh, why is it raining? Why is this happening? Oh my God, like the night is ruined. What is otherwise a totally perfect moment became imperfect if we complained. However, if we stopped resisting our desires for the evening to be a certain way and just surrendered to the moment, surrendered to the experience, surrendered to the rain, which we did, not only do you make the most out of the moment in that situation, but you actually allow yourself to experience the perfection of what is, the perfection of the rain, the perfection of the wind, the perfection of the dance of fire, earth, water, and air. The 4 elements. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we could feel this incredible energy. And it started to feel like a psychedelic, not full trip, but maybe a mid-dose. It really started to gain that feeling to it, and we both started to feel the energy, and we both expressed it in our own ways. So for me, for example, I start to feel the energy in my hands, and I really just like wanted to turn into a Super Saiyan, right? That's just the expression. I get that a lot actually when I take acid or eat mushrooms. I feel this incredible source of energy, which is the cosmic energy, which is the, when you are in full connection and surrender to all the elements, to nature, connected with nature, one with nature, you feel that energy. And so I was expressing it in my own way. I was feeling it in my hands. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't scream because grandma was sleeping. Nevertheless, I was doing the holotropic breathing and just shaking like this. And Miranda was having her own experience, and she was doing this, dancing and sort of opening up her body in her own feminine expression. Somebody there is looking at me. The neighbors, I stand out to be a foreigner here. Some people always look at me, so it's kind of funny. Here, let's try and show the neighbor in the video. There we go. Can you guys see? So, what I was saying, yeah. So we were both feeling this cosmic energy, and we were both sort of expressing it. When you get a lot of energy, it wants to be expressed. Really, really, really beautiful evening. Magical, and I just. I didn't do a good job of describing. It's an experience that you cannot really describe, or you just cannot describe. The Tao that can be spoken is not the true Tao. But I'm looking for the morals here, the moral of the story, and for me, the first one is: do not resist the moment. Flow with it. Do not resist the moment, flow with it. You may have your own desires, you may have your own plans to how you want things to be, and then things turn out to be a different way. And if you just flow with it, allow it, because what are you gonna do? We tried to do weather shamanism, didn't work. The more we tried, the more it rained. But when we surrender to the experience, we experience the perfection of it, because it is perfect. Because every moment is perfect. So we experience the perfection of that moment because we surrender to it. So for me, that's a big lesson. Now, I want to talk about this. This is very important. The reason why cities are built the way they are, it's a deliberate design. The small group of people, the Cabal, who construct this socioeconomic matrix and run the major institutions and dictate the flow of things in human civilization, they do everything in a very deliberate way to block the cosmic energy from reaching humans. Because if you are connected with nature, if you are one with nature, if you are one with the elements, you are an empowered being. You are an empowered being. And if you are an empowered being, you are no longer a slave, a prisoner in the socio-economic matrix, which is deliberately designed to enslave humanity. Cities are built in such a way that block the life force energy from coming in. So you have all these radiations, the EMFs, just covering all these electric towers and 4G towers and Wi-Fi's and microwaves and 5G now. All of it is building a big obstructive cloud to the life force energy, causing people to feel fatigued, causing people to feel tired, causing people to feel disempowered, depressed, anxious, etc., etc., etc. Everything in society, from the food supply, the water supply, the design of the cities, the big buildings that block the sun, that block the trees, everything is deliberately designed to block the life force energy. And it is amazing what happens when you connect with that life force energy. Your energy will tremendously go up. You know, when you have your feet planted into the ground and you're walking on the earth, there's a constant exchange of positive and negative ions that balance out this energetic system. You're in an information field. When you're in a state of dis-ease, you're out of balance with the life force energy. Where you're in a state of well-being and health, you're in balance, in harmony with the life force energy. And this life force energy animates everything. This life force energy animates the trees, animates you and I. It animates all living beings, and it's very abundant. And we have access to it at all times. We are one with nature. We are deeply connected to nature. In the modern cities are not bad. It's the way they're designed. They can be designed in a very harmonious way. Cities can be great centers for exchange of knowledge, exchange of information, technological advancement to serve all beings on the planet. So I'm not bashing cities here. I'm bashing the modern designs of these cities and the way they are deliberately designed to block the life force energy. And if you're living somewhere like that, where it's an electrical cage, and you're feeling fatigued, you're feeling tired, you're feeling exhausted, I highly suggest you make a lifestyle change where you make a decision that I'm going to live as close to nature in its raw, pure form as you could. As you could. That could for you mean moving to a small town. That could mean for you moving off grid. That can mean for you moving within your city to somewhere where there is a big giant park with lots of trees that you can go to. Whatever that means for you, get closer to nature. The closer you get to nature, the closer you get to source. The closer you get to the Tao. So I think that's where I'm going to finish off the video. I'd like to thank all the Patreons and all the people that are supporting this channel. I'm very, very happy to be back again. Very happy to be making videos again. The itch was getting, was getting too much for me to start making videos again. And I'm ready to do that. So we'll work our pace up back to daily videos. I really don't know moving forward what kind of topics I'll be focused on. I know in the last few months I was focused on QAnon and the Cabal and all of that, and this video definitely is related to that. I have also been feeling a calling to get back into studying some of the scriptures that I was covering earlier in maybe like a year ago or a few months ago before. I think the next video actually will be a verse from the Tao Te Ching. So anyway, I will keep the content of this channel always free and open as whatever comes to me, whatever I'm experiencing, to share it with you guys. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.